pieces still are.
To my channel. I am so sorry for how my voice sounds. I am getting over a cold and I really wanted to get this video out. I have 3 Dollar Tree Easter DIY projects. These were super easy to make, and to begin we are going to start off with this rustic Easter egg. So we're first going to remove the tag and then we are going to remove the colors on this. So I had to snip in the 3 sections because it's not a whole piece. So once you get it all off, you're then gonna go back with your pliers and you're gonna want to cut these pieces that you see right here that were in the way. Once you've cleaned up your egg, you're then gonna grab some white chalk paint, and I ended up using a sponge at first, but I really didn't feel like it was covering it the way that I wanted. So you're gonna see me switch over to the brush, and I feel like it just worked out much better. And also you're going to see that I go back with the pliers because there were some lines in between the grid of the egg that I didn't like, and I wanted everything to look even within the squares. So once I did that, I went back and I finished painting and touching up in the areas that needed it. Now I'm going to grab this galvanized planner, and I am going to be taking some of this floral foam and I'm adding hot glue to the bottom so that way I can glue it onto the pot. And then you're going to want to grab some Spanish moss and you're going to scatter it on the top, making sure that you're covering everything. And you're going to want to grab the flowers that you want to start adding. I ended up grabbing these blue lilac flowers and I just added one to each side, and I also got some white ones. You can add as many as you like. I just wanted to keep mine simple. And then I added these egg picks that I got from the Dollar Tree, I want to say last year. These eggs right here, they're just from Walmart, and I just grabbed some black paint and added dots to them just to give it a robin's egg look. Then you're going to want to grab some skewers and you're going to hot glue it to the egg, and you want to cut it down just enough so that way the bottom of the egg meets where the Spanish moss is and everything just looks cleaned up. Here I have a ribbon that I ended up making out of the burlap from the Dollar Tree, and you're just going to add a little bit of hot glue and you're going to glue it onto the top of the egg just to finish it off. Our next DIY project is this robin egg wreath. I absolutely love this one. So to begin, you're going to need these wreaths that they have at the Dollar Tree this year. They're made out of bamboo. And I'm going to be using the same floral that I used in the planter, and I ended up using also the blue eggs, the wood cut out in the rabbit shape, and chalk paint in the color white, and here we have the black paint that I used from Walmart. Also, I'm going to be using the blue burlap ribbon that you saw in the other DIY, some of the makeup sponges and brushes. Whatever you want to use to paint the rabbit is up to you. I find that the sponge works out better. I feel like it covers it a lot quicker than having to use the brush. So you're just going to start off with one coat, and I believe I ended up doing it one more time just to make sure that I had a nice white coverage. Okay, now we're going to take these plastic Easter eggs, and I'm just going to grab some of the black paint, and I'm just going to dot the eggs all over the place. It doesn't have to be perfect. I ended up trying to cover up the whole entire egg just to make it a little bit more realistic. Okay, now it's time to put our wreath together. So the flowers that you see here, I got them all from the Dollar Tree. Some were from last year and some were from this year. And I'm positioning the flowers going up and going down, all to one side. I picked the right hand side, and you're just gonna try to fill up as much as you can. And now I am taking some of this greenery from the flowers that I used earlier, and I'm just filling up in between the flowers, because then I'm going to be taking the eggs that we ended up painting and I'm going to glue them right on top. I ended up using 3, but you can use as many as you'd like. And here I ended up adding a little bit more of the black dots to the eggs. And now it's time to hang our bunny. So I am stringing some string that I got from Home Depot, but I know that Dollar Tree also carries the same one. And you want to get it as close to the wreath as possible. And now for our third DIY, this bunny pillow. So to begin, you're going to use one of these Easter bunny pillows. It doesn't have a lot of stuffing. I grabbed some from an old pillow and I stuffed it as much as I can. And then I'm just gonna hot glue the bottom piece so then that way we can close off the pillow. And once you are done, you want to flip it over, and now it's time to paint this side. I ended up using the white chalk paint that I always use in my videos. So I am using the makeup sponge to apply. Now you have to be patient with it because the fabric does soak up the paint. And then once you are done, you want to get a paintbrush and you want to do the edges just to frame out the bunny and leave some of the burlap showing on the edge. And once you're done with the painting, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take some of the burlap ribbon and we're going to create a bow, which is going to go on the top of the head of the bunny. If you wanted to make it into a boy bunny, then you can also put it around the neck area. Okay, and now we're going to begin to do the bunny tail. I ended up cutting 2 pieces of the burlap ribbon, scrunching it up, forming into a circle and flower shape, and I ended up adding glue in between each layer so then that way it wouldn't get loose. If you want to sew it, you can as well. I just didn't have the time to. And you're gonna start putting it on the bunny, and we're also gonna take the bow and we're gonna glue it to the top. And if you really wanted it to add a little bit more detail, you can add a pearl in the middle of the bunny's tail. And that is it for these DIY projects. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I definitely did. This has to be one of my favorite DIY videos. I'm in love with this color scheme. Stay tuned for more. I have a few more ideas that I want to get out before Easter. But like always, make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on Snapchat. And until next time, guys, bye. Mwah!